What's up, everybody? Peace be upon you all. And today is a very important topic because did you know that fasting is not only prescribed to the Muslims, but it's actually in a similar way prescribed to you guys in Christianity, and even the Jews, they fast similar to us. In fact, there's only one small difference between our fasts. So let's get right into it.
Die Koffer Sansibar, brauche keinen Bodyguard, doch bald los für meinen Plan, drücken wir das Kalifat.
So the Quran tells us in 2:183 that all you who have believed, fasting has been prescribed for you as it was prescribed for those before you, so that you may attain taqwa, which is basically God consciousness, okay? And this verse shows us clearly that fasting was always part of this divine guidance and that it was always prescribed to the people. Islam only perfected our religion for us and made everything much more clear for everybody so that we can follow it without any doubt, because many things got lost, with time. It got corrupted, it got lost. So fasting in Judaism, they still have these days where they fast from basically the full day from sunset to the next sunset, and this is a very great thing. They just don't do it for 30 days in a row. They have certain days. And when we look at what Jesus did, he basically fasted for 40 days, day and night. And you can look that up in Matthew 4:2, okay? Early Christians also, they fasted for Wednesdays and Fridays, always from sunrise to sunset. And this Lent thing, what you're doing with giving up meat, dairy, or I don't know what, sweets, this is an invention. I don't know who invented this and who made this so easy for you, but this has nothing to do with the fast that Jesus did, and we must be very honest to ourselves here. Fasting is meant to clean us from the inside completely. It rejuvenates the mind, body, and soul completely, and also it gives us God consciousness. It gives us this state of being constantly close to God, and we will not achieve that if we only leave meat. There's vegetarians in the world. I don't eat meat so often at all. Am I now fasting my whole life? In fact, there is one hadith from our Prophet, peace be upon him, that says that the only difference between the fast of the Christians and the Jews is that the Muslims eat for Suhur. Basically, they eat before dawn, they eat something, and then they fast the whole day. This is what was perfected and what was not usually done in the times before. And it gives us a little bit more strength throughout the day. It makes the fast easier. But I don't know who came up with all of this nonsense. Fasting was always there. It teaches us self-discipline. It gives us very much a sense of gratitude and also enhances our spiritual connection to God. It's not just about food. It's about controlling our desires, getting basically rid of them, finding that spiritual connection and that closeness to God. And also it helps us purify the soul, which is essentially our task here on this earth, because it makes it so much easier for us to control our desires, to rid ourselves of everything that's bad. So this is the goal of life, to purify the soul, to get away from all of this bad stuff. And what better time than fasting and Ramadan to achieve such goal? It makes everything so much easier, more beautiful. You get into a state where you really feel the connection to God, like it blossoms during Ramadan. Also, it probably makes it much easier to stay away from all these temptations, because the devils are actually tied. They are tied somewhere. God ties them somewhere up so that they can't influence us so much. There is still a few little ones, but they are not so strong. You can beat them every second of the month easily, God willing. So in conclusion, I just want to say that I hope you understand that fasting was always prescribed to the people, not just the Muslims. Muslim simply means that you are surrendered in peace to one God. And we should all be surrendered in peace to one God. And Islam is the perfection of all, okay? It's the stamp upon the previous books that gives us a perfect religion to follow, a straight path. And it's simply about controlling oneself and connecting to God, appreciating everything much more, purifying the soul and understanding what you have been given. You will be much more grateful for everything. It's rejuvenates every body cell. It's the best thing that can happen to you. And running away from fasting is like running away from your own self. You're only hurting your own soul. And if you found this video helpful at all, do not shy away from leaving a like and sharing it with someone who might need to hear this. And with that being said, much love. Peace out. Your brother Isa.